focus of the entire nation zooms in on a game like that. When it's a conference showdown, the stakes are even higher. Welcome to the home of the Alabama Crimson Tide, Tuscaloosa, Alabama, Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. As we'll see, the number 10 team in the country, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on the 8th-ranked team in the land, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. Alabama about to kick off to get things started. He'll bring it back, looking for help. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Pulls it, fired complete. Turning it on. Touchdown, Dogs! And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching it.
What a way to start this game offensively. You find the matchup you like, you put it in his hands, and he does the rest. The defense looks like they were sleepwalking out there to start this game. One play, they go the distance to score a touchdown. This defense better wake up.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Along that offensive line, that'll be a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. Looking downfield, it's Russell. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7. Alabama quickly back to the line.
Well, it wasn't great field position to start with, and it's getting worse now. The defense gets a sack. They're getting aggressive up the field. They get to the QB, and they're sending a message.
Wants to adjust the pattern. Second down, they'll go to the air. The short hands, it's Adams. Across the 20 and out of bounds at the 21-yard line, and just like that, they're out of trouble. Wide receiver comes in motion. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. With the catch, it's Williams. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. He's at touchdown comes out and jump-starts the offense.
And, man, we see this in college football, so much explosiveness and firepower, and we get high-scoring game after high-scoring game, and it looks like we're on pace for one of those right now.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Fielded in the end zone. It's Branch. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike score. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
And I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David, they may be seeing a little bit more off coverage on this drive and maybe some softer boxes to run into.
And when you make that kind of explosive play, you're going to put the defense on its heels. They're going to be a little bit more conservative. So this offense approach now, maybe I don't have to go deep. I can go a little bit shorter and just make those easy plays underneath.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions from go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. If he goes off of his first target, you can tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
To the air, it's Stockton. He hurls one deep down the left side. He's got it for a big play. Open spaces. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Georgia.
When you have so many playmakers on offense like they do, they can score quickly. You just saw it right there.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Williams. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. Here comes that Alabama offense. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. This quarterback part of their running game, and they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. Alabama pushing the tempo.
And that wasn't a big gain, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast. So many weapons, so much speed, and then your quarterback is going to go 50-plus. Defensive coordinators, that's why nobody wants to play defense anymore or coach defense. You want to be on the offensive side of the football because otherwise you got to defend weapons like these and just weapons of mass destruction.
And he'll bring it back. He gets a block. He's got an alley. There he goes. Open it up. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. That dude ought to have a lethal sticker on his helmet. Anytime he touches it, it can be a score. He touched it, and it was.
No doubt. Unbelievable speed. And if you're back deep for a kickoff, obviously you've got those wheels. But to be able to get through, and then guess what? No flags. You know it's going to count. Great job by the special teams being special.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. If you like scoring, this one's for you. Already 21-14, and now they'll try to answer. To the air, it's Russell. He'll take a deep shot here. Snags it inside the 20. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Bama! Boy, these offenses are just making it look easy.
Defense optional in college football nowadays. So many weapons, so much speed on the field, so hard to defend. Defense, I don't know how you play it. I really don't. Just try to get a stop. Beg for one, please.
And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
To the air on second down. Works the middle of the field. And there might have been trouble if they hadn't gotten to him immediately.
It's early in the game, and as offenses try to get their rhythm, these easy completions are very important because that's what helps you get your feet underneath you as an offense and as a unit. And hopefully, as this game goes on, they'll be able to rev up and get more aggressive taking shots.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming.
Third and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls in.
Fourth down and 3, and they'll try to pick it up. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Branch. Still on his feet at the 45. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's fourth down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
Finds his man. It's Thomas.
Well, that was a weird one because I think running back screen was called, but the quarterback just saw an open receiver downfield and said to himself, hey, I got an open guy. I'm just going to take it.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. And the Bulldogs with a second and short to keep this drive moving. DB's right up on the receivers. They'll move the wide receiver. Defense playing a bail technique. Caught near the sticks. It's Thomas. And he'll be marked down, but he's got enough to move the chains.
It's a bang-bang play. You're running a slant. The DB's draped all over the wide receiver. He's got to make a contested catch, but he shows really strong hands on that one.
Wants to throw it. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. And it is hardly a big surprise that this Alabama defense is hitting hard and making their presence felt in the
They built on physicality and stopping the run, and you've seen over the last several years, too. After they do that, they come after your quarterback, and they try to get that sucker on the ground.
It's second and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. Oh, he drops it. That is a catch he makes 99 times out of 100, but it'll be third down.
Well, as disappointed for the offense because that's a play that you rep all week long in practice. You should be able to hit that one no problem. QB receiver couldn't come up with a completion.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. He is not going to get there. Stopped short of the line to gain, and it'll be 4th down. They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. And it's no good. He missed it. After that failed field goal attempt, fellas, still tie ball game.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal, miss, make, rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
They'll start this drive at the 33-yard line. To throw, it's Russell. Pressure coming. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
Well, that defender just was better in his one-on-one on the pass rush. He does a great job being the offensive lineman to get to the QB.
They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. Now the offense has to overcome the negative play after the defense comes up with a sack. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Looking for space. It's Young. He was not going to be denied, discarding tacklers, running behind his pads, and finally down at the 40. On 3rd and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. Gets it to the 46-yard line. 1st down for this offense.
And that quarterback knew the counter run was going to work on that play because he counted the box defensively before the snap. He saw that he had an advantage in numbers and blockers getting a hat on a hat, so he knew that was a green light. As soon as he got the snap, off they go, and it's an explosive play.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
On the ground with the counter. Showing off the arm. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. If you're going to play Bama tough, you're going to find out really early if you can handle the running game.
Yeah, they're going to check your chin. I mean, they're going to come in and they're going to give you a steady diet of it. Even when they've had great quarterback play and spread the ball out, it's still...
There he goes! Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field, and they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
Looking to throw, it's Russell. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
That is just what you want defensively, right? Bend, don't break. They drove down the field a little bit. They got 2nd and goal. Boom. Create that negative play. Now they got 3rd and goal. Now they got to make some decisions. Do they want to be conservative? Do they want to be aggressive? Either way, an advantageous situation now for this defense.
Next up, 9. It's now 4th and goal.
The clock winds down to 2 minutes, and we will take a pause for the 2-minute timeout. And as they come to the line of scrimmage here, you can take the lead with a field goal, but a touchdown here gives you extra cushion. Motion from the wide receiver. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. Here comes the field goal unit. Just drives it between the uprights. And now they take the lead.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
He'll bring it out. It's Branch. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he had just taken the touchback. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Looking for a man. It's Stockton. Pulls it in. It's Bell. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the first half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying to take advantage of this defense on the back end. They've got their quarterback.
Intercepted. The defense has set him up. Not much of a chance on the return, but they'll have the ball at the 33.
The safeties are usually the quarterbacks of the defense. They're getting everybody lined up. They're coming down in the box and making big tackles, but they also do a great job in the back end with their coverage, breaking on the football, getting the big INT.
Looking to throw on first down. Bringing the heat. Going to try to get it himself. Just couldn't find a hole in this defense. They were ready for him and forced him out of bounds and no gain on the play.
Yeah, I think that's nice discipline by this defense. Doing a good job playing inside out, using the sideline to their advantage, kind of stringing it out, not giving up yards. This is a really good job by the defense, playing fast and playing smartly.
Catch in the middle, it's Bernard. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. Alabama quickly back to the line. On 30 short, the run and looking for the first down. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
Well, the defense got the stop there on 3rd and 1. Let's see if they can do it again here on 4th and inches, David.
I just got to find a way to fall forward, be physical. We work on this all week. You know you're going for it on 4th down.
They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Yeah, in 4th and inches, you know what's coming. You know they're going to run the quarterback sneak, but it's one of the hardest plays in football to stop. You got to find a way to dive from the defensive line spot and stop the feet of the quarterback, and they couldn't do it. And listen, they only needed inches. That's what makes it so difficult to stop.
Alabama with a 1st and 10 here. To the air, it's Russell. That's caught. It's Adams. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all off-season long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Motion from the wideout. He might want another play. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Got it in the middle, it's Adams. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep. This will likely be the last play of the half. Now on the move. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. They'll immediately call timeout. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Alabama!
This offense looks like they're in a rhythm. Whatever they've been dialing up here in the first half, they've had a lot of success with. You saw it on that last drive here at the end of the second quarter. Scoring a touchdown, they're going to be difficult to stop in the second half, and the defense needs to start making adjustments.
Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. So that'll do it here in the first half. Stay tuned. Halftime is coming. Georgia will kick it deep to start the second half. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They open this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
Quarterback trying to attack the middle of the field. I like the aggressive nature, but his receivers aren't 9 feet tall. No one's going to catch that. No one can climb the ladder. You got to bring it down a little bit.
Just going to keep it after the snap.
QBs that can run completely change your game plan. I mean, every single bit of it. You have to understand, now as a pass rusher, I got to keep him in the pocket. I got to understand.
Breaks into the open. And the big game, and they've got it on the 46.
Defense is going to have to find a way to slow this quarterback down from running the football. He's been doing a lot of damage in this game. Already, he's got over 100 yards rushing.
Alabama just did work on the ground. Let's see if they go right back to it. They'll run the counter. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like, that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Slants are very tough to cover, but they become way tougher when you got a big body wide receiver like that. It's almost like basketball where he's boxing you out. He gets inside real quick, uses that big body to shield you off, and even if you're playing man-to-man, you just got to get him on the ground and try to disrupt him some way.
Making side adjustments here. Scanning the field, it's Russell. With the catch, it's Horton. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
Caught in the backfield. It's Williams. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. Oh, that may be in, and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
That's number 2 on the day, having a day. I mean, you know he's going to catch the football, and you know he's going to make plays after he catches. Those are the kind of guys that you feature, and you find him, and they produce like this. You keep finding them.
And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. And the scoring play comes on a touchdown pass from 22 yards out. Returner's going to try to see what he can get. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so it puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
Offense has it at the 28 on first down. Looking to throw, it's Stockton. That's caught. It's Frazier. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. And the Dogs want to move quickly. The give out of the gun. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down.
All right, guys, that's not a home run type play, but he did enough there to keep the chains moving.
Georgia ready to dial it up on another first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Makes the grab. It's Branch. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Just another big play for this guy who spent the entire game wide open. Couple of touchdowns there, and he moves the sticks again, David.
Yeah, so I'll keep finding him, Reese. I mean, this is a guy that, listen, we're in the second half now. He's already made plays. I know I can trust him, so I'm going to continue to feature him in this offense because I know he'll continue to make big plays.
To the air on first down. Makes the grab. It's Branch. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down.
That's an absolute strike right there. Giving me some Stetson Bennett vibes, some Aaron Murray vibes, even Matthew Stafford with the arm talent on that throw. I'll tell you, they can attack any spot of the field in the passing game because of this guy's talent.
And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. And nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. Back to throw. It's Stockton. He'll get rid of it. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
Looking to throw again. Caught in the backfield, it's Branch. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. A famous writer once said, most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is a desperate move. Going for it on fourth down, trailing by double figures. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Branch. Got some room entered to the goal line. Touchdown, Bulldogs! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. This game must be moving so slowly for this quarterback. He sees everything 2 or 3 beats ahead.
Way ahead. I mean, it's been really, really easy. I better get some more hits on him. I better do something to make him feel uncomfortable, because right now, it's just like, oh, you're running that? Yeah, that's easy. I mean, he's already read your mail. You better change the address, do something different.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Here's the return from inside his 10. And he won't quite make it back to the 20-yard line as he goes out of bounds at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Looking to pass. It's Russell. Throws to the wideout. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
They'll try the run. Past the first down marker and still running. Out to the 35-yard line and a little extra breathing room with that 15-yard pickup.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. They'll go to the counter. Plows through the defense. Really good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
These two quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Looking to throw at Simpson. And the quarterback is toast back at the 35. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. The offense changing the play. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. This will be picked off, maybe just the turning point they needed. He'll try to take it back. Touchdown, Dogs! This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
Oh, they could not have come up with a bigger play at a more opportune time. The defense getting the interception and taking it back to the house right at a point in the game when it looked like the offense was maybe going to pad their lead and seal this one. All of a sudden, this game has gotten really interesting.
PAT unit on the field. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. They're lining up to kick it off after the pick 6, and that defense will come out feeling it. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. From the gun, running back gets the give. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Alabama pushing the tempo. Wants to throw. It's Simpson. Grabbed in the middle. It's Horton. And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift.
And you just get the feeling that this defense has to find a way to get off the field and get the football back at this juncture of the game, trailing late if they're going to win.
Alabama comes to the line with 1st and 10. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
Timeout, Alabama.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And after that negative play on offense with the lead late in the game, I think there's still ways that you can be creative and run the football, but not be so obvious. So zone read type plays, fake dives and pitches to the running back to get him outside, jet sweeps. You can find other ways to keep the clock moving, even though the defense knows you're going to run it.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Here comes the heat. Catch in the middle. It's Hale. Turning it on. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41.
I think most offenses around the country in a situation like this with the lead late would be trying to run the football, right, or throw it short and try to bleed the clock. But this offense, man, it's still pedal to the metal. They're looking for chunk play opportunities.
Alabama rolling quickly downfield, set up with another first down. To the ground with the back. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense now. They got to get a stop, and if that's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw the football in this situation. Time to be more physical and get this big stop.
Now on the move at the 28-yard line on first down.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
They'll ride the hot hand. Talk about a timely run. Gets the first down. Clock keeps moving as they try to finish the deal. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The Crimson Tide rolled to that last first down on the ground. Let's see if they go right back to the run. From the shotgun, the inside give. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Not many hiccups on this drive, but it's 2nd and 13 now. Wide receiver going in motion. The give to the tailback. And into the end zone. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown tie.
And it was so important chance to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach. And that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Branch. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Opening play of this drive comes from the 11. Dropping back, it's Stockton. Fires to the wideout. Caught over the middle, it's Branch. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
Well, he has been the go-to guy all game long. He's been lighting up the scoreboard. This defense cannot cover him.
Looking to throw on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Bell. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Back to pass on second down. Throwing right. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, at the worst possible time. The defense making a play to put an exclamation point on this one, and that ought to do it.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they've just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game?
The offense pops it up, and they were on the move. He's dragged down to the ground, but what a play there. Scoops up the loose football and moves the chains. Offense picking up steam, 1st and 10 from the 31. Showing the arm strength down the left side.
Well, this defense has tried to find ways to disguise their coverage and mix it up, try to confuse the QB. It's not working. With that last completion, he's now got over 300 yards passing.
Defense takes a timeout with 30 seconds remaining. And they don't have to go for a touchdown here with this little time left and with the lead, but they might anyway. Looking to throw. Here's a heat. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. And they want this defense spread out across the width of the field, 5 wide on 2nd and goal. Looking downfield, it's Russell. Looking to get it in. Touchdown, Bama! And they add 6 more at the board with that trip to the house. I guess they wanted to make sure they rubbed a little salt in the wound here down the stretch.
It's your job to stop it. Keep playing football. I like it when the offense keeps the foot on the accelerator. It's your job. If you don't like it defensively, do something about it.
And he made the extra point without problem. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Coming out with it, it's Branch. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. He'll start this drive going to the air. Here's the pressure. And the sack. All the way back into 5. Georgia comes quickly to the line. Likely a lost cause, but they'll throw it again. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today, and I know talking to some of their players, David, coming into this game, they felt like they were being disrespected. A lot of people thought their opponent might get them today, so they took this opportunity to make a statement and make an example out of their opponent.
And those are fun moments in the locker room, aren't they, Jesse? Like, Everybody's doubting us. Nobody thinks we can win. It's really easy to motivate that type of squad. They played motivated. They played a little ticked off. I'm here for it. I love it. I love the excitement, the adrenaline, the emotion, and they earned a big dub today.
That will put the wrap on things. Focus of the entire nation zooms in on a game like that. When it's a conference showdown, the stakes are even higher. Welcome to the home of the Alabama Crimson Tide, Tuscaloosa, Alabama, Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. As we'll see, the number 10 team in the country, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on the 8th-ranked team in the land, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Fielded in the end zone, it's Branch. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Got a little room. Wide open, and it's a foot race. He will score! Touchdown, Georgia! He is headed to the sideline with a little bounce in his step after scoring on that kick return.
And he should have some bounce in his step. How about the effort, weaving in and out, covering all that space, great blocking on the play, and he does the rest. You don't put guys back deep that can't roll. And you could see when he got in the open field, he rolled out.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Well, I'd say that's quite a way to make an early statement. Take the opening kickoff and run it all the way back for a touchdown. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. To throw, it's Russell. He's going for it all. And the DB making a huge play, knocking it away downfield.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, and if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Quarterback may change this route. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. The sure hands. It's Horton. Oh, he's got some space. And he picks up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. That's caught. It's Hale. And he was off to the races. Finally tipped up at the 36. Alabama may always be built on the run, but these days they elevate with a high-flying pass game.
And great coaches evolve, and we've seen the evolution of this Alabama offense over the last several years, and it's not just run, it's not just eat clock, it is be aggressive, attack, make big plays down the field.
Out of bounds right at the 20-yard line, edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on the score.
This receiver is such a weapon, and he has so much speed, and he can generate explosive plays for your offense, not just running go routes and post routes, but how about throwing him the drag, letting him catch it, and use his speed to turn it upfield.
Good timing on the quick out. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal. Just moments ago, Alabama was feeling the shadow of its own goalpost, and now the Tide generating momentum. He wants to throw it again. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
Quarterback keeps it. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. They've moved it right to the precipice of it. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Alabama!
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On design runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. Fielded in the end zone. It's Branch. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. To the air. It's Stockton. Swings it out to the flat. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
You know, as a quarterback, you believe in your matchup. And in my running back, if I can get him the ball in space, he's going to win a lot of times. He didn't that time. The defense was ready. Nice job in the open field making the nice tackle.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Immediately fires to the middle. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Offenses don't like being in these situations. They don't like having little success on 1st and 2nd down, because now you know I got to pass the football. I got to air it out. It makes me really predictable. So let's make sure you take care of the football and find those plays you really like.
And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a 1st down. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm fine.
Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. He stopped not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football.
QB never saw the defender. He's staring his receiver down, telegraphing his throw, and the DB jumped all over that.
Here comes that Alabama offense. They tied it with a touchdown the last time they had it and trying to complement the defense's good work by taking the lead. There he goes! And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
They made the defense pay with that last big chunk of yardage. Now 1st and 10 from the 30. Ends it off on the counter. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
Dropping back, it's Russell. Got his man. Can't get him to the ground. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. The Crimson Tide comes to the line with the 1st and 10. Might be calling a hot route. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Got a man. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. Alabama quickly back to the line. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole.
Basic run plays. I don't need a bunch of complicated stuff sometimes. I just need to get the 1st down and get the sticks moving.
On 1st and goal, let's see if Alabama can get it in the end zone. Wide receiver comes in motion. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. And you race it to the house. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
And he added the extra point. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking for a crease, it's Frazier. And he runs into a wall, maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Right back to it. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. Can you believe this? The offense is going for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Got a man, it's Humphries. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it on their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. to pass, it's Stockton. Snagged out of the air. Breaks into the open. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we played one period. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Wants to throw on first down. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. Georgia going up tempo. One of the mantras of the Crimson Tide is they want to make your rear end quit. And that defensive line can certainly do that.
Big, physical. You've seen all these guys up front. They're strong at the point of attack, and they make you earn everything you get. And the athleticism, when they get you in passing situations and they know you're going to pass, they're going to come after your quarterback.
He's looking to pass. Grab near the marker. It's Thomas. Now well within striking distance as that third down play gets them a first at the 29. The Bulldogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The give to the back. Kearney on the Jets. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped.
Man, this is a guy who just seems to get better as the game goes on. What a run getting his offense down close to the goal line.
So nice creating explosive runs in the run game. Now you're getting in the red inside the 5. Go punch this in and get a touchdown.
They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Bulldogs! Timely decisions, effective play management helps them get in the end zone after that marathon drive.
And every time the offense needed to play, boom, they got it. I mean, you think about it. Whether it was a small run, small pass, whatever they needed, they got it done, and they popped it in for the score.
And he tacks on the extra point. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Williams. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the catch. It's Williams. Just what the doctor ordered to get away from the shadow of that goalpost and pick up a first down at the 23. Back to pass. It's Russell. Got him downfield. All out of space. And he picks up a huge chunk of yards on that play before he's finally hauled down. After ripping off a big chunk of yardage, you figure they're going to go right back after him. 1st and 10 from the 31.
You know, this offensive line, they just got to hold their blocks a little bit longer. This offense likes to run their quarterback on design plays. If you can just give him a little crease, he can take it the distance, but they couldn't get it done there.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Quickly out to the tight end. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Nice job recognizing the route defensively there. As soon as that ball was thrown, that defender knew exactly who it was going to, and he was able to make the tackle at the perfect time. No gain on that one.
Alabama with a lot of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Alabama.
The Crimson Tide looking for a big play to convert on third down. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Alabama with a lot of ground to cover here on third and long. A run for the quarterback. And it's a fumble on the play. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. They drag him down pretty quickly, but the defense forced a big turnover.
Offensive players, when they got the ball in their hand, they're trying to make plays, right? Trying to make you miss. There's nothing better than closing that gap and sticking that head right in that guy's chest and causing a fumble.
The give to the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The Dogs have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking for a man. It's Stockton. Got it behind the line. It's Branch. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Georgia comes quickly to the line. On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Makes the catch. It's Thomas. He gets inside the 40 to the 39, but he is still well short of that first down marker. It'll be 4th down. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Dogs!
Man, I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And with the extra point, the score is now 21 to 14. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner goes down. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. Dropping back, it's Russell. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Rolling right and going deep. He's got it along the sideline. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
And that is such an accurate throw. It's one thing to do it from the pocket when you have your feet set underneath you, but when you can get outside, off schedule, on the move, and throw a dart like that, that is just big time, and the offense gets a huge explosive play.
Might be changing the route. Looking to throw on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Working well behind the sticks on second down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Finds his man. It's Horton. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. Got to get to the line quickly for this third down play. They'll try to get the first through the air. He's got him. He did not make it a stone wall on third down. So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Hale. Turning it on. He'll be stopped just outside the 20 at the 21 in the waning moments here in the first half. Just moments ago, Alabama was feeling the shadow of its own goalpost, and now the Tide generating momentum. Back to throw, it's Russell. It's complete on the right side. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
My old coach said to never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
On the move. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Second and short, maybe looking for a shot. Touchdown Tide! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
Man, that is picture-perfect execution by this offense. That is how you close a half. Chewing up some time, getting in the end zone, a chance to tie this up and feel really good about yourself going into halftime.
So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. That's going to wrap it up here in the first half. Stay tuned. Second half not too far away. And the Bulldogs will kick it away to start the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He's forced out of bounds at his own 19-yard line. An excellent job of coverage on that one. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean,
and the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. Alabama pushing the tempo. It's no surprise at all to find a Georgia defensive lineman wreaking havoc in the backfield.
Nah, find those big, physical, aggressive dudes that can be physical enough to play the run in the SEC and then pin your ears back and go get quarterbacks. Georgia does that and finds those guys really, really often.
Looking downfield, it's Russell. Got a man. It's Horton. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. Touchdown, Georgia. And they turn it into a defensive score.
Hey, great job by the defense. The ball's thrown, the ball's completed, swarming to the football, knock it out, and then guess what? Be there to scoop it up, run it back to the end zone. Huge play by this defense.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point makes it a 28-21 score. That is a defensive player's dream. Ball sitting there, chance to scoop it up, run with it, and they don't stop you until the band starts playing. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. and pull even in what's turning out to be a really good football game. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Might be looking to run. Trying to make magic with his feet. He finds enough room to get it up to the 28-yard line before going out of bounds. Wants to fire on second down. Pulls it in. It's Adams. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down.
I love playing man-to-man defense, and I love getting up in your kitchen and jamming you at the line of scrimmage, but it's really hard when they start running these crossing routes and drags and ends because now I'm in chase mode, and the QB has a little bit of space a lot of times, and those fast guys can create some separation and get a first down like they did there.
After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Hand off from the shotgun. Makes the stop at the 49, give him 5 yards on the play and a first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. They'll give it to him again. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. To the air, it's Russell. He's got his man, makes the grab. He'll get it inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39 before he goes out of bounds.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
Well, we've seen this a couple times on this drive now, but having a lot of success with the quarterback sneak, and there's something going on up front right now, whether it's just the offensive line getting a better push or he's finding the crease to the right side of the center or to the left side. Whatever he's doing, it's working. The defense has not been able to stop him, and they just ride the center and the QB sneaks.
Wants to go up top on first down. That's reeled in. It's Horton. Just sledgehammering his way down to the 33. Got 5 wide out spread across the field on 2nd and 5. Wants to go up top. And he fires over the middle. It's incomplete.
Missed opportunity on offense. QB and receiver just not on the same page there.
They're looking at a 3rd down and short from the 33. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. Quarterback gets the first down. Inside the 15, out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. He's got it. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business. 1st and goal. Quarterback keeper. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Bama!
It's just so nice to have a signal who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
And now they'll empty the backfield for the 2-point try. He'll take it himself. Fighting for the end zone, and he dropped it. Now look what I found. I'd say that's a stroke of good fortune. The offense keeps it.
Next, Georgia.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll bring it out. It's Branch. Stopped at the 26, brought it out in the end zone, picked up an extra yard. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. Motion from the wide receiver. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. To the air, it's Stockton. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
I think he's showing you his experience on that decision right there. There was nothing open, so don't try to force it into coverage. You've got the lead. If it's not there, just throw it away. The head coach loves to see his quarterback make that kind of decision.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection this time. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the first. The Tide crowd rolling noise down onto Saban Field on third down. They'll try to get it through the air. Snagged in the middle. It's dealt. Oh, he's got some space. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. Power football with the run. And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Motion from the wideout. They'll go to the ground. Stuffed on back-to-back plays. He got nothing, and now they're looking at third and long.
I think if you're the coaching staff, you have to like what you've seen from this guy so far in the game. He's pumped out some really nice runs. Obviously, he's already scored a touchdown. Really nice run there as well. And for me, I would keep thinking about creative ways of getting this guy the ball as the game goes on here in the second half.
Last two runs got a big fat nothing. Let's see if they try to go up top on 3rd and 10. To throw, it's Stockton. The short hands, it's Bell. What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be 4th down. They're a perfect 2 for 2 on 4th down. They'll go for the hat trick. Well, guys, it's Georgia holding the lead at the end of the quarter. 3 quarters are in the books. Time becomes a factor both in trying to hold the lead or cut into it as we take a look at the stats. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. They'll keep the offense on the field on 4th down already with a 1-possession lead. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Now this is rolling the dice, or perhaps they've gone outside their head. They're already up. Boy, this could really backfire if they don't convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the 1st down.
And how about this coach, man? Trusting their offense, trusting their guys. You could punt the football away here on 4th down and see if your defense can end this game, but he wanted to end it on offense. He trusted his guys, and that is a huge 4th down conversion late in this football game.
This Georgia offense moving quickly down the field. Here's the handoff. Stop is made, but he picks up 4 yards down to the 21-yard line. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down and 2nd and 6. Pulls it on the bootleg fake. A shot toward the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bulldogs. On to attempt the try. And he splits the uprights and pushes the lead to 8 here in the 4th. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive. And they finish things off with a 21-yard touchdown pass. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. Looking to throw, it's Russell. Got his man on the right. Hard running there. He was able to reach into his bag of tricks and use it to pick up a few extra yards.
And that's a great way to start this drive. Listen, we understand the situation. We need a touchdown. We need a 2-point conversion. But you can't get...
There he goes! Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line. Alabama quickly back to the line. It's probably pretty comforting for this offensive coordinator to know as soon as the game's kicked off, I can pretty much pencil in a 100-yard receiving day for this dude.
And I want to be the quarterback. I mean, that guy, it's always open. Man zone, I know I'm looking his way because he's going to catch the football. He's going to make big plays for me. So, yeah, I'm not surprised they're going to continue to highlight this guy in the passing game.
Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. To the air on 1st down. A shot toward the end zone. And this was knocked away incomplete, but it looked like a free play. Defense in the neutral zone. Let's check the call. They'll try to take advantage of that offsides call. It's 1st and 5. Quarterback making adjustments. From the red zone, looking for a space. Touchdown, Alabama! And they take it in for 6 more points. Now they'll try to tie it up with the 2 late. Takes a snap, wants to throw. He's got it. The 2-point try is good, and we are tied here in the 4th. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the score comes on a 17-yard throw for the touchdown. We've got a dandy going here, all tied up in the 4th quarter and about to kick it away. He'll bring it out. It's Branch. stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They go to the ground. Didn't find a lot of room. Let's give him 2 out to the 20.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. A veritable crimson tide of noise on Saban Field here on third down. Looking for a man. It's Stockton. Quick strike complete. Chain gang on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Looking to throw on first down. Grab behind the line. It's Branch. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. They're looking to throw on second and short. Grab near the marker. It's Thomas. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Looking downfield on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Bell. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for second down. They just keep firing. Caught near the sticks, it's Thomas. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. Wants to throw on first down. Caught behind the line, it's Branch. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
What a great play by that cornerback. There's so much space out here in football, the way they spread you out, but to be able to break on the football when it's thrown and those quick passes like that, nice job by the cornerback.
To the air, it's Stockton. With the catch, it's Thomas. He snagged him, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play.
Man, if you've seen it in this game, even though his team is losing, this guy, time and time again, has been answering the bell. He's been throwing dimes all game long. He comes up with another big completion there.
And defensively, I'm going to keep continuing to think pass. They've trusted him all game long. He hasn't let him down. I'm playing for the pass. I'll react to everything else.
Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Timeout is called by the defense. A mere 21 seconds to go here. A tie game here late, and they do not want to give up this football. They'll go for it on fourth down. Timeout called by the offense. Clock stopped with 21 seconds left. going for it on 4th down late in a tie game. This is a huge play. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. And it's right down the boulevard. And the sideline celebration is on as they've taken the lead in the final minute. Took the lead with that late clutch field goal, and now to see if they can get a stop and keep them from tying the game in the closing seconds. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Scanning the field, it's Russell. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. They're generating explosive plays. It feels like which team has the ball last may win, but give the quarterback a lot of credit that time because, again, he saw a beautiful look to take a shot into, and he throws an absolute dime.
He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
Well, the windows right now to throw into are getting smaller and smaller. How about the defender that time breaking on the ball? It was the hit that caused the incompletion.
Second down, he'll throw it. Finds his man. It's Horton. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. And they are coming out for what will be a huge field goal attempt. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. And the field goal unit is on the field. And with 2 seconds left, their last chance to send it to overtime. Right down the boulevard, it's good. And guys, after that field goal, brand new ball game, all tied up. All right, guys, so here we go in overtime, and just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And you want to play defense first because you want to know what you need. That's a key philosophical approach for most teams when it comes to overtime.
Yeah, and remember the rule change a couple years ago, too, in the second overtime and 2-point conversion. So all this stuff is situational type football that you better have worked on throughout these weeks of the season.
So here comes our first play of overtime. Grabbed behind the line, it's Bell. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
The defense has their hands full trying to stop this guy in the slot. They're going to have to figure something out to bracket him, try and get 2 bodies around him, maybe get some safety help as well, because right now they do not have the answer for this guy.
And the defense got him at the 27.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
Now 3rd and long here in overtime as this defense wants to force a field goal attempt. Looking to throw, it's Stockton. Fires to the tight end. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. They flexed out that tight end a little bit, and you know the tight end's always open.
Always open. Quarterback's best friend. And this guy's a problem, Reese. He's a matchup problem because he's too big for DBs to cover, and he's too fast for linebackers to cover. He's showing you his athleticism there.
It's good. And they've regained the lead.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Down by a field goal and a touchdown will win it. Let's see what they've got on first down. They'll give it on the counter. Powers through the defender. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19.
And at this point of the game, you just got to wonder if the defense is getting tired. Here in OT, they just don't seem to have the punch up front that like they had earlier in the game, and they're just playing on their heels.
Alabama with a multitude of options on second and short. Quick completion to the right. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. They're going to go to the air on third and short. Active hands from the defense forcing that incomplete pass.
And you just got to wonder if the pass rush affected the QB's accuracy on that throw. He had his guy wide open in the end zone, but he had to throw it a split second faster than he wanted to, and the ball got away from him.
They're not interested in extending the game. They want to win it, and they'll go for it on fourth down. On fourth down, trying to find his man. And this will fall incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs. Guys, if you want to go strictly by the rankings, I guess this was an upset, but to my eyes, we saw 2 really good teams slug it out, and one of them came out on top.
Yeah, 2 really good teams, and that's a reason why they're both ranked. They're both really good, and I tell you what, getting this win proves something to everyone else now. Like, I was ranked below this squad. You beat a team that's ranked above you. Now you start to climb up the charts, build some momentum. This squad's about to get some more respect, Palmer.
I think good teams find ways to win games, especially in a game like this. 2 ranked opponents, evenly matched. Who's going to be able to make the plays when it matters the most? You got to give this team credit. This is a big win. It's impressive, and now they get to move up the rankings.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.